We're the only whole nation biosphere in the world. We're actually somewhere pretty special. It's not just about the environment, it's about people, it's about economy, it's about how people live, it's about food, farming, nature, it's all those things intrinsically living together. Manx Wildlife Trust, we are 50 years old this year. We are humbly the largest environmental NGO on the island. We've got a team now of probably about 25 people, including part-time staff, and we do a whole portfolio of work across the whole conservation and restoration sector. That ranges from the sea. We've got a marine officer and a marine assistant and some fantastic marine ranger volunteers, and they're doing work such as seal pup monitoring, strandings. We've got a small shark tagging programme. We're working closely with the government around marine nature reserve, communication and designation, and how does that all work. And then beyond marine onto the land, flagship for us is our 28 nature reserves. So these are beautiful places of the Isle of Man that for many, many years, some of them for 50 years now, we've been cherishing, looking after, nurturing, in some ways restoring. We have a close link with the leading heritage organisation on the island, Manx National Heritage. We work with them on the Manx biodiversity recording, so the biological data, and we also work with them on the Calf of Man, the small island to the south. That is without doubt one of the jewels of Manx nature. If you link the whole thing around nature, environment, culture together, it's a really important partnership for us, and I think for the whole of the Isle of Man.
I've been here like 5 years now. I came over from Copenhagen. I was working around some of the good restaurants there. Really got me going with the foraging. But knowing that I wanted to live here for the nature, for what my lifestyle would be like, and the fact it's a biosphere. And through just forging relationships within the food industry and the producers, and just the community ethos, and like just how everyone is so supportive of each other, it just felt natural and organic to be able to do anything, really. It's like you can't fail, there's always someone to lean on, and I've never felt comfortable before in anywhere else that I've lived to take that risk in the first place. I opened Versa on £400, and hand in hand, when your business is focused on community first and circular economy first, when it's rooted in the community and all the people around me, they give back too, and it's a relationship and vice versa. And the relationship is one with the land, but two with its people. I just really believe that all those small impacts and a small change in the community, then that spreads. And so the Isle of Man for me is a perfect base to achieve the global kind of conversations around sustainability for me. I feel really hopeful. I would never move my business from the Isle of Man, never. No.
I was walking my dogs on the beach. Now, human beings walk down by the waterline, and we're sort of throwing stones in and paddling in the water. And the dogs were up more at this sort of end, looking along the rushes and the sand dunes, and came back with plastic bottles in their mouths. So we thought we'd go up and have a look, and it was just absolutely mind-boggling. There were tens of thousands of bottles. So we went back the following 6 weekends and picked up 30,000 plastic bottles, so we counted them. And I did that for maybe a couple of years, and then I thought, you know what, you can't do it on your own. So I put out a press release in the local media and the radio and asked for some help, and 40 people turned up. So then we ran an event at the other end of the island, and another 45 turned up. So within a fortnight we had nearly 100 people. By the end of that first year we had 1,500 different volunteers, and today it's up to 19,000 different volunteers since we started, which in a population of 84,000 is just mind-boggling, and it's been just a fantastic ride. Even this week I've run about 12 events just for local companies. We had a cruise ship came in and the passengers picked up rubbish. We were talking in schools. I spoke this morning in a school, and there's a great response from all sorts of parts of the community, and government has helped us as well. It's right across the community, and I think that's why it works. I was encouraged so much by the response from local people. And I think living on an island makes a difference, because there's a sense of community about being on an island. It's a great reflection on the Manx people and what they've done and what we've all done together as a group. This doesn't exist anywhere else in the world. This is special. And together, as a team, we've done this, and it is a fantastic achievement.
Manx language is really important for me and for Manx Wildlife Trust. So this is a great example. So we now have a bilingual badge, and that's from last year. That's just a step forward for Manx Wildlife Trust. And as a nation, we should be proud of our language. So for visitors to the Isle of Man, it's not a tipping point if somewhere's a biosphere, but it certainly makes it a more attractive place if there's a UNESCO status. And then when you get here, well, right now, but we've probably got over 40 gannets just diving at the sea, and they're just there. And that's at the north tip of the island. Then you take the calf are sounding on the southern tip of the island, and the calf, and then everything in between, right up to our mountain on Snay Fell. So some of the nature experiences in the island are fantastic. And if you then combine that with the heritage experiences on the island, and the fact that you can travel on a steam train, which is uber cool, and an electric tram and a horse tram in between, I think this is a magical place for people to come on holiday. But we also want people to know what a special place this is. And the more people that know that, we believe that strengthens our case as a biosphere, and it strengthens what we can do for the island's nature.